Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. I know, this looks like a crazy mess, doesn't it? Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I've got some leftover pieces from when I made the envelopes, the miniature envelope tutorial. And so I saved this piece because I knew that I wanted to make something with it. And I've got some punches and some other scraps of paper, and I'm going to make a little card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this paper here and put in the punch for this heart. And let's just punch out. I'm going to do it at an angle, maybe just a little bit. Let's do it like this. So I've punched the heart out of that scrap of paper. And then I've got another little punch here as well. And so I'm going to find another little spot and reach in here, and it may be upside down, but I'm okay with that. And I'll punch a little heart out of that. Then I've got another scrap of paper here, and I'm going to punch a heart out of this. Do you see a theme here? I'm loving the hearts. So there's another heart shape. And we're going to take some distress ink, and I'm going to go around the edges of all of these hearts. And I have it's a letter or something. It's an old stamp that I've had forever. It's from Stampers Anonymous. In fact, it was given to me by one of my friends who no longer stamps. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this envelope is laying, or excuse me, this card. And it's just a craft card from Canvas Court Brands. They sell packages of them. And I'm going to use some distress ink and frayed burlap. We're going to ink up this stamp. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper to lay under here. And I'm going to kind of do it at a diagonal. And when you're stamping, you want to hold it for just a moment onto your paper so the ink can transfer. And I see some blank area on the side. Alright. So that's got some texture on it in the background. And then I'm going to turn my little scrap paper here. I have a butterfly stamp. This one's from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. If you haven't ever been to Las Vegas and gone to the stamp store, you really should, because it's a cool place. So what I've got is got the wrong ink pad, a detail ink Raven by Brutus Monroe. It's a black permanent ink, and I'm going to ink up this butterfly stamp. I'm going to stamp this right on the edge of this card here. I'm showing this because this is a great way to use your rubber stamps, but you don't have to hand color all of it. I'm going to use some distress ink and go around the edges. On this little heart, I'm going to use some of the distress ink. And I've got I think this is a Stampington & Company. It's a little ticket. I'm just going to stamp it over this heart to add some texture to it. I've got a scrap piece of paper here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this little heart on top using the best glue ever. Just put a little bit on here. I'm going to place it somewhat in the center of that. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this out with a little bit of a mat around it. And I'll use the distress ink and go around the edge of this. Now I have some pieces of this left over, and I thought, well, I can use part of this on my card to make a little pocket. So I'm just kind of looking at, see which piece I want to use. I think I'm going to use this one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this so we have a little pocket. I'm going to use some distress ink on it. And what I'm going to do is take this piece and place it in the corner here. We're going to put a little bit of the best glue ever. So this time I'm using with the No Clog writing cap, because I only want a small amount of glue right down the sides of my little pocket. So we're going to place that here. And I'm just using my finger to smooth that out. And then let's make a little collage here. So I'm going to add this little heart. I want it to kind of stick up over. And then I've got this little heart. And I've got this tiny little heart. And then I have this little box of words that I created using my Silhouette. I just typed the words out and print it on cardstock and then use my Silhouette to cut them. And I put them in a little storage box so I have these readily available. So I'm going to take the word joy and add some distress ink to it. And let's add that onto the card right here in the corner. So I'm going to add a little bit of the best glue ever to the back side and put it right about there. I know I want a little rhinestone on this tiny heart, so I'm going to place a little drop of glue there. I think I'm going to place one up here as well. I've got embelly jelly in my little stick here, and what that is just a sticky substance, and I'm going to pick up some flat back gems. So I've got a couple little gems here, so I'm just going to pick one up. I'm using my, it sticks to the embelly jelly, and then I'll place it right here on the card. I'll use the other end if I need to move it and press it into place, and the glue will dry clear. Then we'll set this one over here. And then for the little pocket here, this is one of the envelopes that I made in my envelope tutorial that has the little cards inside. Everybody keeps asking me where I got this postcard stamp. It is really, really old. 20 years I know I've had it. And I'm trying to see. It has something on here, but I can't tell what it says. The name of it. I should have put a label on here, but I don't know where I got it, y'all. It's just something that I had and I use a lot. I'm not one to have all the latest and greatest of the brand new stamps and stuff that are on the market. So I use my stuff. I keep them forever. So this little thing can stick right here, and now you have a little note card that you can share with someone. You can put it in a journal, a junk journal. And that's just it. It's just a simple little card that I made. So I thought I'd share how to use those stamps, how to use those leftover pieces from projects. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Comment below what you would do with your leftover pieces. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and my Facebook groups. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a fabulous day. Keep on creating. Bye.